Hello again and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is BGFH and I am back for another quick video, a little bonus video for you guys today. And this time we're doing another little hardware review, but I figured, I wanted to cover this thing real quick. And I'm like, this would actually make a little bonus video especially for people looking for a last minute Christmas gift item. So what we have here is, I'm not sure exactly how you say it, Rotibox, R-O-T-I-B-O-X, something like that. You're like, okay, well, it's a winter cap. It's a little beanie hat, as they call them. Yes, it is, but in my traveling through Amazon land, looking on Amazon about a month ago, I actually discovered that they make winter hats with Bluetooth headphones in them, and that's exactly what we got here, this Rotibox Bluetooth beanie hat. So the way this works, it's actually kind of cool. There are these little speakers. This is the left side, and you have 3 buttons on here. You have the play pause in the middle, and it's also your power and actually your pair button. So these buttons serve a lot of different purposes. So you hold it until you hear it'll say, like, there's a British lady's voice in there that'll like power on, and it'll tell you that when your device is connected, it'll say power off, that kind of a thing. Now when you turn it on, if you hold it a little bit longer, I think there's a light as well, and you'll go into your Bluetooth pairing mode, and you just pair it with your phone or whatever, and it works. Now on either side you have multi-purpose buttons too. You have your previous and your next buttons. So if you hit them, they'll do previous and next. And if you hold them, they will be volume up and down. So it can be a little bit clunky at times. Like sometimes I'll mean to actually turn it up and I won't hold it quite long enough, and it'll just, it'll switch to the next song, or vice versa. But believe it or not, these things actually sound far better than I would have expected, far better than they have any right to. I think they use Bluetooth 4.1, so they're very responsive. I don't notice really much of any lag with voiceover, and they sound pretty good. The one thing I wish that the hat had, I wish you could kind of snug them a little bit tighter against your ear, because like if you take your hand and you press into your, while you're listening to something, you kind of press it into your ear, it sounds really good. But when they're kind of just resting on your ear, and it's a little bit hard to get the hat just situated just right so you can get them on both ears, they sound fine. But if you could just get them, like I said, almost have like a little drawstring down here or something, like pull them nice and tight around your ear, you would just kind of get or have a little bit more pressure on the ear cup thing. Now on the other side, you don't even really notice. It's just a little bulge, a little bump here. You can see the little speaker thing right there, but it looks just like a hat on the other side. So the only thing you can really tell is if you hear sound, bleeding out from the hat itself. And then you have on the left side, you've got this nice little box here on the left ear. So that's kind of cool. Now there is, for charging, it does charge via micro USB, but I will tell you, trying to get this thing in that tiny little hole is a pain in the butt. I actually have a lot of trouble trying to get it in there, like trying to figure out, okay, well, get this into charge. So if you can get it, if you can get the little charging port in there and try to get it connected, you can do that without taking it out. Might be a little hard to show on the video here, but let me see if I can take my other hand and open up. I'm not going to unzip it, but basically inside here, okay, here we go. There's a zipper. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. A little hard. Basically, if you feel inside the cap, there's a little, a little bit, you can see it there. There's a little zipper that you can, there's the little zipper part there, and it's just a tiny little tab. You just pull it down, And so what I'll do is in charging it, I think it's easier. I unzip it and then I just kind of reach my hand in there with the cord, and then just plug it in that way. There's like a little cloth. There's a little cloth thing inside holding each of the speakers in place, which is another point I want to bring up really quickly, is that you can wash this cap. All you do is you pull out from the little inside, you unzip it, you pull out the little speakers from either side in their little pockets, take them out and wash the cap, and then you just put them back in again when you're ready to when you have them washed and it's good to go again. So not much more to say about it than that. Like I said, I was just really surprised that something like this even exists. I was partly looking for something and partly just kind of browsing, because over the last few years, like when it's wintertime, I have a little bit of trouble. You know, I can't use the giant, big ear cup headphones and a cap to keep my head warm. So it just doesn't work that way. What I would do in previous years is I would use my airband headset, put my cap on, and then put my airband over it, and that worked okay. But part of me was just kind of curious, like, is there such a thing with all these wearables coming out? Is there such a thing as a Bluetooth hat? And yes, there is. As a matter of fact, go to Amazon, just type in like Bluetooth hat or Bluetooth beanie. You're going to find tons of these things. This model alone, this, I forget, I'd already said the name of it, but just go look, just put in like Bluetooth beanie or Bluetooth winter hat. And there are tons of them. Like this model, this cap alone, there's like probably 10, 12 different styles, 10, 12 different colors and designs with it. There are ones that have, there are different types of winter caps. So like the giant ones with like the ear flaps on either side, and then the little chin thing you can kind of snap shut. There's those kinds. I almost thought about looking into something like that for the really cold days like we had the last week here. But yeah, so if you're looking for something, when I picked them up, they must have been on sale because they were like 20 bucks. I just looked on Amazon now, and this thing is listing around 30 to 40 bucks, depending on the color. But if you're looking for something, like a kind of a cool, practical stocking stuffer or Christmas present for somebody, these are kind of cool. The Bluetooth hat. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys again later. Stop recording.